Are we live? Oh, no.
We are. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Hi, hi, everyone watching.
Hi, everybody.
We're just having a moment here.
No fun at all whatsoever.
And if you just be quiet for a second, you guys can actually hear the ocean.
Beautiful. You can see it.
With a living room attached to it.
A living room that neither one of us knows or has ever seen before, which is pretty cool. Speaking of being a walking, talking miracle.
Heather, what is that for you, being a walking, talking miracle in your daily life? How is that?
So I'm like, how do I get myself in the center here? It's so strange. All right. You know, oh my gosh, there's so much that I could say about that. I've actually been playing with that a lot here in Mexico. And it's just like, I mean, to me, it's about ask and receive and being willing to have that as a reality. And turning off my email so it doesn't make noise in the background.
A lot of miracles are popping up here right now.
Somebody just bought a class.
Yes. More of that, universe. Listen. I know. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I had this really miraculous day yesterday, actually, where I was just like, because I came to Mexico with pretty much nothing. Like, I didn't plan on coming here. I mean, I kind of did, but I was in Seattle and I was going to go home and then come, and I decided not to go home. So I didn't have like much with me, and I was like, okay, universe, I need sunglasses, I need a sarong, I need batteries, I need a bathing suit. And I'm like laying there on the beach, and this guy walks by and he's like, do you want to buy a sarong? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I do. And then the whole day was like that. Like, I went shopping and I was like, I'd like a red bathing suit. And I ended up getting an orange one, which is, I love. It's so pretty.
I love it. I love that color on you.
Me too. But it was just, and it matched, actually, I'm wearing this sarong. It matched my sarong. I can't figure out how to get it in. It has orange on it. Anyway, but just like that, it's just like being, and there's this willingness to receive, because we talk about ask and receive a lot. And it's like that, like, I've been looking so much at how my points of view, like that, when I get to that point where I'm like, well, I'm not really supposed to keep receiving this much. I should probably turn it down, And right, I know, it's so interesting because having that as a reality is one of the most courageous choices that we can make.
Yes. And how many people are out there who are exactly judging that? Why is her life so easy? Why is she just asking for something and the universe is just like, here, go, here, go. And a lot of people don't see what you're choosing to be, right? Like, and then ask for it and allow everything to contribute to you. And I have seen that a lot myself. I was asking for a flat thing. I wasn't even paying for it at the end because someone just took over and paid for it for a year. And like all these magic things, this walking, talking, even going and just buying an apple, it becomes a miracle itself because you have a little conversation, something goes on, and people, because you're being different, less judgment, joyous, they treat you totally in a different way.
Totally. And, I would say one of the things for me that has really been like how I've really turned it up lately is actually by doing a couple things that Dane here has talked about. And I've received so much. Like, we had this amazing conversation with him, the Symphony Advanced practitioners, who are people who have done 4 SOP classes, and Symphony of Possibilities, for those of you guys who don't know what that is. And there's actually one coming up this weekend that Fatma and I are both hosting. And we had this beautiful call where he was talking a lot about, like, really engaging with the energies of everything, and it really changed my world, because I realized that every single point of view that I have, and he talked about this on the ESB that he did yesterday, it's like every single point of view that I have actually stops me from directly engaging with the energy of what's occurring all the time in the universe. Like, there's possibilities everywhere, but it's where you go with your points of view. Your point of view creates your reality, and when you drop those points of view and you let them go, and you let them go more, and you let them go more, that is the space of magic and miracles, where you can start to engage with different energies, new energies, that changes everything.
And one more thing to that, like acknowledging it.
Yes.
When a miracle shows up, and that it's not just happening to you, that
Right.
you have been asking for it, and now it presents itself, and you're just like, thank you.
Yeah.
And then more, and it's getting greater and bigger. But I saw, when I stopped for a moment acknowledging, because people were like, you're talking always about your miracles, because that was so much fun, because I was like, everyone is having miracles, aren't they? And I was like, no.
No.
They're like, oh, okay, maybe I don't have to tell people all my miracles, but for me, it's like, I'm creating that. It's not just happening. Okay, and what else possible?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, and it's been so cool to see, as like so many of us, and so amazing just how much has been going on online in the past year, and how much easier it is for people all over the world to tap in, at any moment to, whatever, like, whether it's, Dane's been doing a lot of these, like the 14 billion day month year program, and, all these different, the Earth Wizards group, and all these classes. And it's like, we are changing the world and making these energies more available all the time. And one of the things that Dane said recently somewhere, was he was talking about how the SOP, Symphony of Possibilities energy, how he said, when, because it's this class, it's a training, and you think it's a training to learn how to do this energetic work with people and their bodies and their being and their life and everything in the universe, and and he said, perhaps that was, a great manipulation, because what SOP really is, I mean, it's that, and it's this engagement, like it's learning. Well, basically, what he said was, this is going to be, and it already is, used as one of the primary tools for creation. And that to me is like, yeah, so you can learn to do this work with bodies and with people, and and it's amazing what you can create in that space of an SOP session, and then when you begin to live it, and it becomes this primary space for creation and actualization. Whoa.
Yeah. That, no, it's really like, it's being it, being the space of the symphony of possibilities. And I love that word, the possibilities, the undiscovered, like what else is out there. That, and so many people are asking when they're coming. I mean, we're hosting this upcoming first SOP class of the year now, and how will that even work with playing with each other, playing with this energy? Because a lot of people are like, I don't even And I have no idea about energies. And then online, how does it even work? And what we see in all of these classes the whole last year, that afterwards the feedback that we get is like, OMG, I didn't know that I have these capacities. And they're starting to applying that in every area of their life. If they're SOPing their business, their relationship, their kids, their whatever it is, and it's just the fun in it, right? With a little bit of everything can change and become again ease for you.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I still every day am just blown away by when you choose to be the space and you choose to use the tools and to have like the curiosity and the question and the willingness to receive. You know, it was like yesterday. I mean, just like I mean, actualizing a sarong and a bathing suit, like that's okay, cool. But and there's so much more that in terms of like now extrapolate that to what we'd like to see the world as, and that's where I get really excited. But where it's just like like it's these moment to moment choices and the willingness to be really present with the energies that are available. And the less of a point of view that you have, the less judgment that you have, the more that universe becomes available to you. And then with this SOP class, it's like you get to spend 4 days, which feels like 4 years, like in a good way, like diving into these energetic spaces and conversations. And the conversations in SOP are about facilitation and creation. It's not, hey, I have a problem, can you help me solve it? It's, let's talk about facilitating change, and let's talk about creation and actualization of a different world and a greater world, which includes you having ease, joy, and glory as your life, and having somebody pay for your apartment or somebody show up and offer you exactly what you're asking for. It's all choosable. And there's a lot of exploration that we can do that gets you to where it actually becomes more of a choice. Because it sounds, oh yeah, that's great, it's choosable, okay, I'm going to choose it. Now, there's a whole world of tools and being and energies that
and I already feel like in class. The class is so on here. My whole body, like every cell is like the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring. So yeah. So if you're out there and you're watching this and you get a sense of this energy and you have the prereqs for this class, we invite you. The class invites you. The universe. Oh, I have a better thing. The universe of SOP, of Symphony of Possibilities, invites you to tap into it and to come and play and enjoy it. And wow, something is. I have no words right now.
Yeah. There's so much available. So much more than ever before. And in these classes, we exponentialize that for the world, and it's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite classes.
Yeah, mine too. And when I was at one of my first ones, I was like, and I will be on every SOP class. So universe, show me what's possible here. I was like, this is my class.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and I've missed maybe 2 or 3 of them since he started doing them.
We're like junkies. Like, give me more, give me more. And it's not a class where you go and you're like, oh, I have done that once. So this is why we love it, because each time something new shows up, a greater space, more possibilities, more choices are available. And it's adding, like continuously it's adding. And because why I said I'm a junkie, because I always get to be to a place of to be more of me. It's always more me. I was like, sometimes I'm just like so surprised, like, wow, that is me too. Or I it's fascinating. Yeah.
Oh,
What is that? I cannot find words for that.
oh,
Amazing. That's miracle. And
no words required. I mean,
yeah.
that was so well put energetically and otherwise. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always knew, and I didn't have words for it, but I always was like, shouldn't things be easy? Shouldn't it just be that if I be more, my life gets greater and the world gets greater and I get to have more fun and more joy and then everything, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm being an idealist, so forget that, at some point in my life. And then when I found these conversations, it was just like coming home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the
And the
world
joy
actually
that
becomes
comes out.
greater.
Sorry, excuse me. Just say it.
Well, yeah, all of it.
The joy, especially when we're then playing like an online, right? The one person is sitting in Taiwan somewhere, I'm sitting in Germany, and we're connecting and we're playing, and our lives just change, and someone lets you in to contribute
Yes.
with what you be. It's not a doing, what you be, and whoa. And your whole body, like the cells start dancing, every molecule is like getting alive. You start laughing, or sometimes a few tears, and my life will never be the same again. And this is the magic in it. This is the daily walking, talking, and just by passing, when you go grocery shopping or talking to a friend on the phone, and you just see that wherever this person is stuck in, it's just like, just because you are being, you don't have to facilitate in words. They don't have to come to a session. You're being a different possibility in the world.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like, when is the class starting?
Oh no.
Can we start now?
It has started. So, and actually, if you're listening and you don't have the prerequisites, I mean, if you have, so basically the prerequisites are an energetic synthesis of being class and a choice of possibilities class, which you have to have foundation for those. So, but if you're missing one, you actually would have time to purchase a past class. We just did an ESB class a few weeks ago that was absolutely phenomenal, like so reality changing. And I know Brendan just did a COP a week or two ago, Brendan Watt, that was amazing. So you can buy one of those classes and join. You have time to watch it and listen and take the class as a replay before SOP.
And maybe one more thing, like, because we're hosting this class and we know it, like, when you pay, like, not the last minute, when you already know you want to be in this class, please don't wait until the last minute, because Dr. Dane here, he's like amazing. He gives a lot of extra classes that he wants us to listen before class starts, so that we're all like ready to really go rocket ship, and so that you have time and not be in a rush and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Thank you for that. It makes everybody's life easier, but especially yours. I mean, these pre-class audios are wow. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to listen to all of them again.
And maybe one more thing, because I have a lot of people always, or you too, probably, Heather, of course you too, people pinging us like, yeah, but how is that? With pairing, we will take care of you. We are here for you. We set you up, and you're going to have a partner you can play with, so all good.
Yes, you do. So you pair up with people online and you play, across the world, like I was saying, from Germany to Taiwan, or, wherever, like, and that is so cool to see how much magic you can create with somebody on the other side of the planet. I mean, wow.
Or right now it's Germany and Mexico.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you everybody for being here, and truly, even if you're not going to be in the class, tap into it, receive the magic of it, the world-changing nature of it, and just know that we are all on this ride together, creating more every day. And I'm so grateful, and so grateful for all of you, and so grateful for you, Fatma. Wow.
Let's do this.
Let's
Let's be
do
this.
this. Yeah. Awesome. Bye,
Bye. Bye,
everybody.
everyone.